All right, returning to the program this week is a fellow New Englander. We found out earlier this week he is back in action July 15th in the main event against Dan Ige on Fight Island. This one got people excited, and at the same time, it also caught some people off guard. So with that, let's check in with the Boston finisher himself, Calvin Kattar. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. First question I have for you, it's almost like a continuation of our last chat. How's the nose? It's looking pretty good. I assume things are good to go after 249 if we're getting right back after it, right?
Yeah. Why not, man? I'm ready to go. I couldn't really breathe for shit before the fight, like I was saying. So, not much change now. I'm pretty much back to normal, and big opportunity ahead of me here with Ige on a 6-fight win streak, and I'm excited to go out and put a stop to that at Fight Island.
Yeah, it's your second main event in the UFC. Getting Dan Ige, it's a great matchup. Like, if you go on social media after it was announced, it was praised heavily, but it was a little surprising to a lot of people because you wanted a top 5 guy, you deserve a top 5 guy, and I know a lot of those names are being discussed to fight on other cards right now, but tell me how this all came together for you, Calvin, and how you reacted to seeing Dan Ige's name on the other side of that contract.
Yeah, it's irrelevant who's on the other side of the contract to me. I get it. Like, it's always better to fight up. But I'm here to compete. I'm here to show I'm the best in the world, and you got to be able to beat guys like Dan Ige if you want that claim, you know. So I'm not going to sit on the sidelines, man, while all my dreams are in front of me. I get an opportunity to go out, main event, second opportunity, Fight Island. Sounds cool to me, man. I thought we were going to fight on the island when we fought in Florida last. You know, it's kind of I was kind of a little disappointed I didn't get that opportunity, and now we got one.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I asked Frankie Edgar this question yesterday, because you'll fight anywhere. Like, you fought, in far worse places than Abu Dhabi, I'm certain, throughout your career. But when you heard that Dana White rented an island to host these international fights, and you found out it's Abu Dhabi and Yas Island of all places, was it a letdown? And listen, I give Dana White all the credit in the world. Yeah. He said, I'm renting an island, and all of our imaginations just went running wild.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, now that it's out that way, it got me thinking it'd be nice to, pop off, depending all the stipulations with travel right now. But it'd be nice to, while I'm out there, man, go, hit Dubai or maybe Lebanon or something like that. I was excited, but now from what I'm hearing, I don't know if it's right back to Vegas or how the particulars are working out. But yeah, it's pretty cool to have an opportunity to fight on Fight Island, and got my imagination going crazy too, man. All the possibilities that could be. You always want to buy an island, and then what better than to throw a cage right in the middle of it, you think, and just fights.
Like those old Bodog fights that Chael Sonnen used to be a part of. Dan's been on, like you said, a really nice run as of late. 6 wins in a row. He's in the rankings. So obviously this is a huge opportunity for him. And in a weird way, I feel like it kind of puts all the pressure on you, Calvin. Like, I think every fight has pressure. They're all important. But in this case, heavy lies the crown, my man, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to want this pressure. I want to be in big moment opportunities. It's going to take a worthy adversary like a Dan Ige. It's going to take a big name. And that's what makes a big fight. So you got to be able to take on a guy with a 6-fight win streak, and you got to put him out, start him. You got to go to the next guy and break all his hype. You just got to take souls in this game, man. And I have an opportunity to go out and put a stop to his 6-fight win streak, give something else for people to be excited about, and tune in next time to him. Just keep snowballing this thing, man, and how big we can get it.
We don't have to talk specifics or particulars, but I assume that you're being taken care of pretty well considering the circumstances, spot on the card, travel, etc.
Yeah, we renegotiated, so I'm happy with that, and we got a 6-fight deal now, I want to say. So pretty cool opportunity, but fight. You look at the guys I've already fought, right, and you factor what I got paid for those ones. It's like, to fight down and get a step up in pay is nice. But Dan Ige is a hungry guy. You can see it in the way he fights, and he asked for the big names, and now he's got one in front of him. So let's see what's up. So I'm
going to put you on the spot.
For it, man. You ask for it. These guys ask for it. And then when it comes, it's like I haven't turned anybody down yet, and whoever wants it can get it. Like I said, whether it's on the way up or when I get to the top and they're trying to climb, either way, I'm ready to take on anybody and everybody.
I'm going to put you on the spot here, Calvin. A, did you watch Dan's last fight with Edson Barboza? And B, if so, how did you score it? Because there aren't a lot of people who scored it for Dan. Like, if you look at, I don't know if you're familiar with MMA decisions. It's where, like, media members all go on Twitter and they score the fight and they sort of put it all together. Out of 18 media members, 16 of them scored it for Edson Barboza. How's about, what did you think of that fight?
I saw the fight. Got to be honest, it was very close. I have to watch it again. I tried pulling it up, but my connection was bad. And but as far as he's done what he's had to do with the last 6 guys. It's close. When he got on the mic, called me out. My buddies had a laugh at that. They think it's a good checkpoint when you start getting called out. But at the end of the day, I don't know if there's such thing. I mean, you can call people out in a respectful way, but still, it's like, we're gonna fight. We'll be friends after the fight. But as far as I'm concerned right now, if you're on the other side of the octagon for me, last thing I want to do is show you any respect.
The card is shaping up pretty nicely as well. I mean, we got Edgar and Munoz in the co-main event spot, but
oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. They moved them from July 11 to the co-main event of this card to sort of build this thing up a little bit. But after that fight happens, it's you and Dan Ige at 145 pounds. Patriots mentality, no calling shots. But outside of just getting your hand raised, what's the goal on July 15th?
Like you said, going out, I want to win impressively, however many rounds it takes. I had a big moment opportunity in Russia, being the main event, and felt like we ran out of time. I feel like time won't be an issue this one. It's more about who can get the job done. So for me, it's another big opportunity to get a win as a main event. That's still a good little checkpoint I want to get to, and Dan Ige is a perfect opponent to have that opportunity with Yas Island.
4 days before your fight, a very important fight in your division is going to go down. The rematch between Alex Volkanovski and Max Holloway for the featherweight title. I'm sure that's a fight you'll be watching very closely. Can Max Holloway get it back? Do you see a way that this fight goes any differently than the first one?
Honestly, I mean, who knows? I think it'll be a good fight, but I'll tune in. But for right now, it's just all Dan Ige, man. I don't give a shit about none of these guys above me. He's got my sole attention, my sole focus. I'm coming after him, and right after Ige, I'll pay attention to what happened with these guys and who we're gonna put our sights on next. But for right now, it's all Dan Ige.
It's like listening to Bill Belichick right now. It's unbelievable.
And it's the mindset, man. There's a reason you can't be spending your energy on some dumb shit that doesn't affect you yet. It's like, whatever. Those guys will come, man. Only focus on what you can control, and that's working out every day. I got 3 weeks before we leave for Fight Island, and then from there, it's game time.
So do you, like, you sort of mentioned it, I know you're not 100% sure, but have you heard like anything about how that works? Like, I heard charter planes and you guys will head over there, and I've heard so many different things about it. Like some people have told me you're there for like the whole month. Some people said that you're there for like a couple of weeks. Like, do you know anything? Like, what's going to happen in terms of when you go home?
5 months, man. I just been rolling with everything, and when they tell me it's time to fight, it's time to fight. Make weight, handle the things that are within my control, like a true professional, and to the best of my capabilities. But outside of that, man, let Tyson worry about the particulars and handle that with the UFC. Just tell me when, where, and I don't even really got to know until it's time to go. So keep it pretty simple, and I try not to be a headache for the guys at the top because, like you said, I run the promotion over here in New Hampshire, and it's tough getting calls up the ass, about little details that they could have maybe found out on their own, this, that. I'm always ready to go, man. I try to keep it light and keep it moving.
I'm so like disappointed in myself because I made a vow that I wouldn't bring this up because I know everybody asks you about it and everybody asks about me too. And I'm sort of sick of talking about it, but it's one thing to hear about it. It's another thing to see it with your own eyes. Like,
careful, man. I might be losing connection soon.
Tom Brady in the Bucs jersey, dude. Like, listen, man, he's got nothing else to prove to either of us, Calvin. Yeah, I get that. He's won us so many titles, but seeing the photos that came out this week, it's a little weird, dude. It's a little weird.
Yeah, you could talk about, oh, it's cool. Yeah. It's going to be weird fighting with no attendance. Yeah, it's going to be weird. And all of a sudden you're in there and it's like, oh, shit, you see it. And it's like, oh, it's kind of weird. Like, yeah, Tom Brady's going, it's all funny games until you see him on the other side of the huddle.
Yeah, seeing those photos pop up yeah, I think it was yesterday they came up on Twitter. Brady in full jersey making the calls. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I like his mindset though. You got to have that edge. He's got a little edge, a little flair to him this season. I can't wait to watch him play though.
Yeah, he's got some good receivers too. So interesting division. I think
Bill we trust, man. In Bill we trust.
I'm still rather confident about the Patriots, Calvin. People are already, they're burying us already.
Yeah.
I feel good about it. I think we're still going to be okay.
Would be sunk. Other teams wouldn't know how to respond, but I feel like we're very system based, and you know, you've seen that over the last 2 decades, right? And you become too big. If you worry too much about the name on the back of the jersey than the one on the front, then see you later. So we'll see how that works. You know, we just need a new leader to step up and lead the team from a player standpoint, I think. But I'm excited.
Next man up. That's how it works. But you know, hopefully.
Next man up.
Hopefully we get the Bruins in August, right after you get home from Fight Island, some playoff hockey. Then we get the Red Sox. Like, looks like that's going to get all figured out here. So, but next stop for Boston sports, Abu Dhabi, July 15th, Calvin Kattar versus Dan Ige. New England Cartel. Always a pleasure, sir. Safe travels to the island. All the best to you in the fight, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. We got one here in New England, man. It's about time people start recognizing it. Hopefully Fight Island will be one step closer, man. Good talking to you.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure, man.
Thank you, Mike.